Hey, what is going on, you guys? Josh here from the DeFi guys, and today I want to show you how to make crypto passive income yield farming on Pulsex. We're going to talk about exactly what Pulsex is, how it works, and how you can get started on the testnet. Today, as always, understand that this is never financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube showing you guys my journey and what I'm doing step by step to build income, wealth, freedom inside of the crypto space. So if you like the idea of crypto passive income, making money with crypto, go ahead, number one, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tick the bell icon to be notified of all future videos that I upload when I upload them. So let's go ahead, let's talk about Pulsex. Pulsex is essentially a fork of the Ethereum project known as Uniswap. Uniswap came out some time ago, over a year ago. And if we jump over to CoinMarketCap and we type in Uniswap right here, and I'm just going to go back because it's not going to show the exact ICO, which we could probably look up, but we can go to all right here, and you can see when it went public, it was at approximately, $3 to $5 right here, right? And then the all-time high was right around $42.50, and right now it's right around $10.03. We can also go Uniswap ICO price, and let's see if we can pull that up. And let's see, on Wednesday, the project token was made available to the public on Uniswap at the initial listing price. The initial listing price, public price, was actually 26 cents. But of course, as I showed you, according to CoinMarketCap, it doesn't show all the data. It just shows it at right around $6 right here. But understand that when it went public, it was that initial price of 26 cents, which is pretty incredible. So let me explain to you how this relates to Pulsex. So Richard Hart created Pulsex as a fork of Uniswap. And the reason he did that is because the gas fees are outrageous, right? On Ethereum, you're paying $5, $10, $15, sometimes as much as $100, $200 plus for a transaction on the Ethereum blockchain. So what he decided to do, he's like, why don't we just go ahead and fork this? Because Ethereum is slow in updating and innovating. So let's go ahead and just fork this. We'll have less transaction fees, drastically less transaction fees. We're talking about pennies or even less when it comes to transactions on PulseChain. So PulseChain is like the Binance Smart Chain, which is like the Ethereum mainnet, right? It's essentially the chain that Pulsex was, of course, built on. So if we go over here, you can see, if I click on my MetaMask, I've got 0.0993 PulseChain token. And then I've got, you can see the amount of Pulsex tokens I've got. Now this is the testnet. So the mainnet is not live yet. But essentially, PulseChain token, of course, is the native token for the PulseChain blockchain. And then Pulsex is the native token for the Pulsex DEX. Just like if we were to go over here, right, and we switch to the BNB Smart Chain, so you guys understand this thoroughly, and then we jump over, for example, let's go to pancakeswap, right? And let's go ahead and let's connect. Give this just a second. Sometimes this likes to have issues. But essentially, when we connect, right, on the BNB, on the Binance Smart Chain, you'll notice that, of course, we pay our transaction fees in BNB. And the native token of this DEX is called Cake, right? So it's essentially the same. It's just on a different chain. And what makes this so freaking powerful, you guys, is the fact that they're going to actually mirror and airdrop all your Ethereum tokens on the PulseChain blockchain. So what you're going to be able to do is essentially, if you've got USDC on the Ethereum mainnet and you go over here to trade and you go to exchange, let's say you've got $10,000, for example, of USDC on the Ethereum mainnet. What's going to happen is once you install the Pulse chain on your MetaMask, you're automatically going to see $10,000 worth of USDC on the Pulse chain mainnet, which you're going to be able to go ahead and directly transfer that, convert it into Pulse chain, convert it into PulseX, do whatever it is that you want to do with it on the Pulse chain network. Isn't that powerful? Being able to use your Ethereum tokens on the Pulse chain and pay drastically less in transaction fees. Pretty dang powerful. And every time there's a transaction, if you look at the tokenomics, I'm not going to dive too deep into them. Part of PulseX is actually burned, and it's a deflationary token, which is going to cause the price to go up just from the transactions that occur on this DEX alone. So that's why I believe in this. That's why I decided to get involved with this project. Of course, do your own research. This is not financial advice, as always, but I've seen what Uniswap has done. I've seen what pancakeswap has done. Heck, we can even go over here. You can see the current price is $8.53. We can check out the pancakeswap ICO price, which was likely cents as well. This shows the price today, but if you do a little bit of research, you'll be able to see here somewhere, it will tell you what the initial coin offering was. Let's see, SafeMoon ICO and pancakeswap first price. And does anyone know what the ICO and first PSC price was? I heard ICO was 0.00. That's a lot of zeros. One, I think it was more than that. I think it was like 25 cents, similar to what Uniswap was. But you guys can, do your own research. Of course, I'd like to spend time showing you guys, but I want to get this information out to you. But yeah, it was right around, I think, 24 cents or so. And since then, pancakeswap has now gone up to as much as $40 to $50 as well, right? So you can see if we go all last year, it got up to right around $42.59 as well. So in the 40s, from right around 20-something cents all the way up, you can actually see it here. This is just showing 50 cents. But just remember that CoinMarketCap is never always accurate with its initial public price. But we can say worst case scenario, right around 28 cents, all the way up to $42.59. Pretty insane. So not only is PulseChain and PulseX better than Uniswap, likely better than pancakeswap. We'll see how they innovate. So we can only assume that the price is going to go drastically up from what you're seeing right here, 0.00092. Now, the sacrifice phase for PulseX just ended. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail on what the sacrifice was. It's a pre-sale, but it's not a pre-sale. You get points for the amount that you deposit that you send to a certain wallet, and you get PulseX tokens back. So I can actually go over here to pulsechain.com, and I can scroll down and I can go to sacrifice balance checker, and you can see my sacrifice was right around $27,520.15. This gave me this amount of PulseX tokens. $377,768,304.92. You can see right here. Okay. So that's what was airdropped to me. I can obviously see that by going here and seeing it in my wallet. Let me show you really quickly. Let's go back because I want to show you guys exactly how to add this testnet to your MetaMask wallet. Again, this is just the testnet website. PulseX is the DEX is not live, but you can test transactions, do all kinds of cool stuff on this. So let's go ahead and let's show you how to do this real quickly. So what we need to do is we need to copy all this information over to MetaMask. You're going to go over here to MetaMask. You're going to go ahead and click down the drop down here where it shows all the networks. You're going to click on Add Network. And then all you need to do is copy all this data over. The RPC URL, chain ID, currency symbol. You got the Faucet as well, so you can get some free PulseChain, and we just click on next. Let's go ahead and let's connect. But you can receive 10 PulseChain per request. So what we can do is I could just click on request here, and this is going to be for transactions, and it looks like it was successful. And if we wait for a minute, you can see, boom, it popped up right into our account, and you can see how fast this network is as well. Not only is it faster, transaction fees super, super low. So you want to do that. Once you get everything added, go ahead, go to the Faucet, do what I just did. But all you got to do, guys, is copy everything over. Network name, RPC URL, chain ID, currency symbol, and block explorer URL. And that's all right here. And then what you can do is you can go over to staking. You got the bridge, you got trading right here. So let's just take this step by step. So we've added, obviously, the PulseChain Testnet. We've copied that over, right? We went over here, as I showed you. The drop down here, we added that network, and we've gone to the Faucet. And then we could just go over to staking right here. And looks like it's connecting to our MetaMask. So we're going to go ahead and click on next, go ahead and connect. We've got no active stakes right now, but when the stakes are active, you can go over here and we can actually see our active stakes. And then you've got, of course, the bridge right here, Pulse Ramp. So we can go ahead and connect. So you've got all kinds of bridges here. So let's go ahead and connect our wallet, connect. And this is really cool because we're going to be able to, obviously, convert from the Ethereum mainnet to the PulseChain Testnet, and eventually the mainnet when it's live, right? So if you got some funds over on the Ethereum mainnet later on that you want to transfer over, you're going to be able to do that directly from this bridge right here, okay? So that's going to be super, super fun and powerful. And once we cross that bridge, no pun intended, we'll show you exactly how to do that in great detail. And then you've got trading over here, which will take us straight to PulseX, which looks similar to, of course, Uniswap, sushiswap, pancakeswap. And right here, actually right now, you can buy PulseChain. So if we want to do $100 worth, you can go ahead and do that. If I had that in my wallet, I'd be able to do that. So currently you can buy PulseChain right now. You can't buy PulseX quite yet. So I will update you guys when you're able to do that. But essentially, I'm excited for, of course, the farms and the pools. If we do go over to trade, just so you understand how to navigate, you click on exchange and it's going to take you to exactly where we were at. You can click the drop down and convert from one token to another. Okay. And then you have earn over here, and we can go to the farms. And you can see we've got PulseX and PulseChain token, combined LP right here, USDC Pulse, chain token, PRT PulseChain, INC PulseChain, INC PulseX. And you can see the APRs here respectively. Please understand what impermanent loss is, of course. As more and more people add liquidity, of course, the APR goes down. But those emissions typically do their best to pay for any decrease in price. So if you're going to go with one of these farms, or at least if I'm going to go with one of these farms, I'm always thinking long term when I'm doing that. So I'll likely put a portion in these farms and then likely just hold a portion to see what happens with the token price. So you got the farms here. You've got the pools right here, which there's no pools that are showing up quite yet, but I'm sure they will once this thing's actually live and on the mainnet and not the testnet. But if you want to mess around with the testnet, obviously you can do that, and you can enable the farm here. We can go ahead and wait and confirm, and the transaction was submitted. And then we can go ahead and we can create an LP token by clicking on Get PLSX, PLS LP, but you can see that this green button popped up now, and we can go ahead and stake if we had that LP token. But we can click here to get each of these tokens and add liquidity. Again, you need 50% in terms of a US dollar value in PulseX and PulseChain to be able to create that LP token that you can then go ahead and stake right here. Okay, again, once this is live, I'm going to show you guys how to do all this stuff. But I would love to hear what your price prediction is of PulseX in the next year. Let me know what you think the price prediction, or what your price prediction is going to be, in the comments below. Looking forward to hearing from you guys. And hopefully in the next 2-3 months, maybe even sooner, this could actually be live on the main net, and we could be farming, staking, and making mo money in the DeFi space. I love the utility of this. I love what it solves. A lot of people are on board. There was over $670 million sacrificed when it came to PulseX. So when this goes public, I just see this blowing up. Obviously, we're probably going to see some short-term pullbacks as well, people taking profits. That's just what happens. But this is one of those long-term projects. Just like, if you hold for a year or two, you'll likely, and this is my prediction, we'll see what pancakeswap, uniswap, sushiswap did, and probably, hopefully even better. And again, just by transaction fees alone, that'll raise the price. I think there's been over like $95 million in transaction fees in Uniswap or more at this point. So just taking that data, applying it to here, knowing that the transactions are faster, as you saw, you'll notice that the fees are lower, as you just saw. And so this is going to be super, super exciting. Let me know what you think below. Go ahead, drop the video like if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel, tick the bell icon. And if you want to check out more resources on DeFi and my mastermind below, there's going to be a link for that in the description. Take care, and we'll see you guys in the next one.